Hi, my name is Greg Raymond. Today we're going to be talking about the Skylift drone Mayday 4 parachute systems designed specifically for drones and UAVs weighing from 3 kilograms to 6 kilograms. As you can see, the pod is fully injection molded, very durable, lightweight. The whole pod system, including parachute, weighs below 250 grams. It has a built-in servo for activating this pin, which will then release the lid, which will then pull a pin that deploys the parachute using a high tension spring. I'm going to show you how we connect this up. This would normally get connected into your standard receiver on a spare channel, or you can connect it to a Pixhawk or a controller of your choice. Now I'm going to show you how we load the pod. The pod is connected to the drone through the receiver on a spare channel. When we flick a switch on the radio, the pin will move backwards and forwards to release the lid. This is what the pod looks like after the parachute has been deployed. The mainspring is in the back position and the safety pin has been pulled backwards. The first thing you need to do is to unscrew your safety pin release mechanism. Like that. Place the red string outside and pull the pin forward for easy loading. Just move that there, pull it forward. So you've got your string outside and the pin in the front position. Now what you need to do is you take this elastic that holds the parachute in place, put it through like that. Take the spring and load it forward like that. Take the pin, so grab there and push the pin into position. As you can see, the pin is now loaded forward. The bead is on this side, which we will then move the elastic to this position. So anywhere sort of there or there is a good position for the elastic. The pin is in position and this is not screwed onto the back pin. So you've deployed your parachute and this is what it basically looks like. Go to the end over here, grab all of the strings together and move it through your fingers like this till you get to this point over here. Give it a good shake and you will see that you will have 10 pleats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's your 10th pleat. At this point, place it flat on the table. Okay, go to the bottom pleat. Just pull it out nicely. And remember there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you need 5 on this side, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your 5th one over here. So we're just going to pull it out nicely, make it nice and even, and we're going to pack these back. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you've got 5 on this side and 5 on this side. Take this and roll it towards the center. Okay, like that. Now repeat the process on that side. It can help if you have an extra pair of hands to do this, makes it a lot easier, as you can see. Okay, at this stage you basically want this to be about 3 fingers wide. Okay. What I normally do is I take something heavy, put it on the side as a weight, or you can get somebody to hold it down for you that side. Take these lines, bring them back, just past the halfway. If you look, there's the end of it, so the halfway is about there. Just go past halfway and tuck those lines in between. Tuck them in nicely, you don't want them coming out like that. Okay. Go back again like that. Just allow for this to be sticking out the end just a bit. Okay. Take this, place it over there, and start to roll from this side. Try to keep this as tight as possible and keep these lines on the inside. Okay, go to about halfway. Let's move this back here. As you can see, we got half and half. You can just push this back in there, nice and tight. Okay, at this point, you will have that coming up. Doesn't matter if it's on this side or that side, keep everything nice and tight, tucked away like that. Okay, there's the pod. This is the elastic we're going to use to hold the parachute in place once the pod has opened. Make sure that this little string is hanging outside and is not connected to that little nut. Take your parachute and place it underneath that elastic. Okay, at this point this cable should be coming out like that. What you do is you want to keep this as far forward as possible, so that it doesn't get in the way of the spring mechanism when it deploys. Take this string, well, you move it back now and zigzag it into position like that. Just put it from one side to the next side. Okay, leaving a little bit hanging out for you to tie onto. Move the whole lot forward. As you can see, I'm pushing it. Make sure there's nothing to catch over here. Also, notice that the ejector pin line is not straight. So just make sure that if you give it a slight tug, just lift the parachute, make sure that it's coming back straight. Do not pull too hard on this, as this will release the mainspring and you could hurt your fingers. Okay. At this point, what you want to do is you need to lift the lid to just past 90 degrees. That would be 90 degrees, just past 90 degrees, and take this little nut and let's just grab him and screw it onto that pin. As you can see, I'm holding it about 90. Safe to be safe, just hold it a little bit more than 90 and screw it on all the way. Okay. Take that little red string that you can see and tuck it, as you can see it there. Take the red string and tuck it away. Now, if you forget to do the step, the parachute will not deploy. Make sure that you have screwed this little pin, if you can see it there, that pin onto the thread on the housing. Move that to there, close the parachute, make sure everything lines up. Take that little string that comes out there, move it into this little notch over here. Make sure that that goes into between the notch, as you can see there. Fits in nicely. close the whole thing, make sure that it's flush all the way here. Can you see how it's flush? At that point you go to your radio and you push the pin forward and you can leave it. Let's do that again. I've got it set up on this switch on my radio. If I deploy it, can you see what happens? Is it going to go like that? It's going to get to a point where it starts to pull on that, which will release the pin, which will deploy it. Okay, so let's put this back again and make sure that it's all lined up, all nice and there. Push the pin forward and you got, now watch, when we deploy it, it will open the lid and throw the parachute. Obviously your parachute would be tied onto your drone, and that will bring it down safely. Thanks for watching.